Hi there again, this is Ryan Erlacher, your high-tech redneck from lawabidingbiker.com. Appreciate you guys checking back in. Have another tutorial video for you. This will be a quick tutorial video on how to adjust your Harley Davidson clutch cable. Don't forget to check us out, lawabidingbiker.com, Facebook, lawabidingbiker, and also Twitter. You can also get an RSS feed directly from our website. Check out all our videos, podcasts, and blogs along with reviews. We really appreciate the support you guys are showing us. If you feel so inclined, go to lawabidingbiker.com and you can leave a donation if you feel like it. All the stuff is for free right now. We want to continue it that way, so any donations we appreciate. Like I say, this tutorial video is how to simply adjust a cable clutch on a Harley Davidson motorcycle. I'm going to use my 2011 Street Glide. Super simple. It adjusts this way for all cable clutches pretty much on Harley Davidson motorcycles. So if you want to adjust how far your clutch goes out before it engages, or if you want to get in a little closer, everybody has their particular, be this hand actually, but everybody has their particular standards on how far they want to let their clutch out before it engages, depending on what type of riding you're doing and stuff like that, and just the type of rider you are. So anyways,
let's get to it.
So this is what I'm talking about here, my clutch, and where we want it when we let it out to engage. Mine is engaging about right there, so I like it to engage a little farther out. Then you can see when I let it out, it's got some, which is fine. You can always have some play there. It gets tight there, and then my clutch comes back in, and again it's engaging right about there. So I'm going to tighten that cable a little bit, give this a little more, and that's just how I like it. You can adjust it however you like. Alright, I've moved my handlebars all the way to the right so I can access this better, but we're just going to go right under the bike here. And if you look right here, this is your clutch cable. You'll see this little rubber boot. That is where your nuts are inside this rubber boot, so that you can adjust this. So I'm just going to pull this rubber boot down and expose those adjusters. And you'll see right here. And actually, I've got more space here to pull it up than pull it down. So I'm going to pull it up and out of the way. So the boot, I pulled it up, and now you can see I've exposed everything that I need to adjust this. Alright, to access this, I'm going to go ahead and come around the right side of the bike. And now that I've got the rubber boot replaced, and it'll actually give me a little bit better access. The rubber boot slid up on the cable there. And then we've got the adjuster nuts right there. So we'll get at that. Alright guys, we're going to move in here, and 9/16 inch wrench, 9/16, and that fits the top nut, and then 1/2 inch is the adjuster nut here. And we're just going to go ahead and obviously turn these in opposite directions, hold one, and start loosening. They're not real tight, but we just basically loosen that nut up, and we'll back that off. And then this is your adjuster nut right here, okay? This big, long, huge machined adjuster. Alright, so this is obviously, if you turn it this way and you start taking and these threads start disappearing, you're basically moving this nut up. That's going to loosen your cable because it's bringing it together, and that's going to loosen your clutch. I'm going to turn it clockwise, and that's going to expose more threads down there, and that's actually going to tighten my clutch, because I'm actually pulling the cable, I'm pulling it apart, I'm stretching it by backing this out. So I'm going to do that a couple times, and basically you can take these tools with you on the road and leave your boot up and just go out and test it a couple times and figure out exactly where you want your clutch. It's something you can do right on the side of the road, put on the kickstand, make a few adjustments, test it out again. But I'm going to do a basic test here, and we'll just move right on up. And I'll move on over to the clutch here, and you can see now when I let go of the clutch, it's snapping back in. It's not leaving that. It was leaving it like that, basically. It was leaving some space. Now it's pretty much snapping right back in, so that's about where I want it. I don't mind a little play right there. It's leaving just a little bit of play. I'm okay with that. It's more about where it engages, and like I say, I'm just going to start the bike up and go ahead and take it out on the road and test that out, see if it's where I like it. All right, and of course, once you're out on the road and or you have it exactly where you want it, let's go ahead and make sure you tighten everything up. Again, 9/16 at the top and a 1/2 inch down here. And I'm just going to turn them against each other so they lock up. That's what that is. It's just a lock nut, this top one. And I give them a, doesn't have to be terrible, but I give them a good little turn against each other. And that locks them together. I'm going to give it just a little bit more. That way it doesn't adjust on you. And then, of course, just work your boot, your protective boot. Just work it right back on over. And I won't do that right now, but it's pretty easy. Just pull it. I'm going to leave it off because I'm going to take my bike out on the road and give it a couple clutch tests to see if it's where I want it. So I'm going to leave it right up here, and then I'll bring the boot back over when I'm done. So time for a road test. Alright, so I think I have everything adjusted now. I like where it is. Feels good, so I think I'm going to pull over here and go ahead and tighten everything down and then pull the boot back over. So, beautiful night for a ride. Awesome night for a ride. Alright guys, so I pulled off the side of the road here, and all I'm going to do, I took just a couple more, just for me, a couple more turns or clockwise, but I think I like it where it is, so I'm going to tighten that nut up, and then of course I've got my wrenches, 9/16 and 1/2 inch. I'm going to go ahead and turn those towards each other and lock it up. Alright, so I've got those tightened up. I'm going to go ahead and pull my boot back over, and you kind of got to just pull real hard and you'll get it all the way back over. You can see that goes right up there. Oop, if I can get the camera right, kind of covers all that. And then down here we want to make sure, sometimes you have to pull it all the way down, your boot all the way down to cover all that at the bottom. It's okay to just reef on it too. And then we'll pull it up back a little bit. You just got to work it so that lip will be out. That took me about 2 seconds with a little pair of needle nose. I just get under there and you can get so the boot's not tucked under itself. And now it's covering the complete tightening nut and everything again, so I think we're good to go. So don't make this rocket science, okay? My clutch is out, it's snapping back in. It's got just a little bit of play left in it, not much. If I pull it out and let it out slow, about that 1/4 inch of play right there before I actually feel the cable start to pull. I just know from time that's how I like it. And I'll start the bike up and show you where my bike is actually engaging. Try to give you an idea. Alright guys, I'm going to try to give you an overhead view when my bike started. Clutch is in, and right about there you can see my bike start to move. So that's where I like mine. You can have it wherever you want, but I like mine for slow speed maneuvering and things like that. For a little more technical riding at low speeds. So I'm letting out, it's engaging right there. So, alright, hopefully that gives you an idea of where I set mine. Of course, you just keep messing with that nut until you get it where you want to put it in neutral, pop it out. It's nice and tight now, snap it in. If I let it out slow, there's just a little play, but Alright, well, I hope that was a good tutorial video on how to adjust your Harley Davidson cable clutch by yourself. If you take it to the mechanic, they're probably going to adjust it to a standard. It may not be the standard that you like. So the only real way to adjust your cable clutch is to do it yourself and take the couple wrenches that you need, go out on the road, see where you like it, see where it lets out, see where it engages, things like that. So it's super easy. And hopefully that will make you comfortable. This video will make you comfortable that you can go out and do that yourself. Because like I say, you may not like how the mechanic adjusts it. So Anyways, another tutorial video finished, and make sure you check out everything at lawabidingbiker.com. Podcasts, videos, and blog. All right, peace out. It's a beautiful night. I'm getting back on the bike and I'm heading out for a ride. Peace out. Keep the rubber side down, shiny side up.